What was your best outdoor experience in 2022? So all you in the chat, get them wheels a cranking. 2022 best outdoor experience. And Grant, Stanley, gentlemen, I don't know who wants to try to start that.
That's a heck of a question. I love that. That's a great thing to look back on in hindsight.
I'm going to say, I mean, I can't think of a fishing or a hunting trip unless it was at the beginning of the year, very beginning of the year, maybe. But mine, if I had to pick something, I guess it'd be my raised bed in the garden. I mean, that's outdoors, and I had a hell of a garden this year.
Yeah, I would count that
for the first time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I've got everything covered up still with the fabric, but I've peeked in a few times. We're going to have some onions and garlic and carrots, and we're going to have some stuff early once it warms back up finally in March. I think there's going to be some things that do survive. I mean, the cilantro, the cabbage, the broccoli, I don't think the squash, definitely the beans, they all just froze and died pretty much. But we'll have a few things that we won't have to replant come spring.
That's good. All right. Well, that gave Stanley time to think about it.
And I'm still thinking about it. I've been blessed. Like, you know what? It's actually like a really perfect timing on this question, obviously being the end of the year and everything. But so we're at the end of the year, and the YouTube thing is like, you know, as far as YouTube goes, all the numbers this year are just like not as good as last year. I'm going to end up beating last year, but just barely. And basically that happened as a result of shorts, not really content. So blah, blah, blah. So it's like numbers and YouTube stuff. And I'm like, Debbie Downer about nonsense, you know? I need to just be appreciative and happy of what I've got. And what I can be appreciative and happy is that like my greatest outdoor time that I have to think of is going to come between snorkeling at Chonkanab in Cozumel. Was one of like, I love that a wonderful experience. Like that was going to stand out in my mind for the rest of my life. I did that offshore trip with my uncle and caught my first tuna and some big sharks and some stuff. That was something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I did like 7 trips back to back out on the Packer Channel jetty and totally bagged out on Sheep's Head this spring. And that doesn't even hold a lit match to the greatest like time I spent outdoors this year. Honestly, I'm just, I need to like not be so hard on myself about some of the stupid stuff and just enjoy and appreciate the times that I've had. I'm going to say probably the best time was Cozumel with my wife and daughter, Savannah's first time down in Mexico. But I like that those are my options, you know, for the year. And now I've got to try and beat that for next year.
Yeah, really. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Wild Japan says hike in the mountains or mount. I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, hiking.
Nico?
Yeah. Chris said he hit the big ugly in knee-deep water at the beach. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Big black drum. Henry says, when does a buck snort, sneeze, wheeze? Okay.
Snort, wheeze.
Oh, my. Catching my personal best smallmouth bass in a creek. I'd never fish. Okay, that's pretty good. All on my YouTube channel.
Well said.
Like let's see. Pickle says, salmon charter with my wife. Seeing her light up and catch her 20-pound salmon was worth. Yep, I imagine that would be pretty awesome. Let's see. What else? Small water charters. Client got 7.8 on a second cast. The excitement of that dude. That's true. You know, sometimes some of the funnest stuff is seeing someone else get excited when they do something that they're not used to doing, right? You take somebody fishing who doesn't fish a lot and you put them on a big fish, that kind of stuff. I can just sit back and not fish and watch them. You know, that's fun. I agree.
One of the like some of the greatest times, and I actually have plans on that. I intend on making that a part of what I do next year is like, instead of like, I want to catch a bunch of fish. I want to have a lot of fun with it, but I want to get Rachel into a big shark. I want to get her dad into a big shark. I want to go out on the jetty. You know what? One of the things that I want to do, I'm planning on doing for next year is I want to get out on the jetty. I'm going to go to a pawn shop. I'm going to get a rod and I'm going to be like, okay, let's see what we can do with a $5 rod out on the jetty. catch a bunch of fish, you know, do the whole 9 yards, and then I want to hook into something good, and what I'm going to do. I'm going to find some kid. I'm going to find somebody who's like, you know, they don't have a rod, they're not experienced, something like that, and I'm going to go fish right next to them. I'm going to hook into something. And I'm going to be like, oh, hey, would you hold on to this for me? And then I'm just going to walk away. And let him keep the whole thing. You can keep the rod, awesome. Keep the fish, the whole 9 yards.
That would be awesome. Yeah, Mark, I saw the video. Mark got that badger. Man, that is the fattest badger I've ever seen. If you guys haven't seen it, I think you can click over there on the side of Mark's name, and you can later, after the live stream, you can go check out his video. It's pretty freaking awesome. Let's see what else. I'm behind now on the chat because we got a lot of good stuff.
Good.
Christopher says the barge at Packery.
Yeah, I'm not counting that as a good one. Yeah, that thing is still there. That thing is going to be there for a while. And that was in case you didn't know, that was the third one they've wrecked. 3 barges on that job.
Oh, and Henry got his first deer this year.
Yeah, that's one to remember. Absolutely.
Let's see what else.
If Henry and Grandpa
say again, Grant.
I was gonna say if Henry and Grandpa wasn't laughing so much in the blind, they might see more deer.
20+ walleye day fishing on the inland lake near the house. Wow, that's nice. 20+ walleye day anywhere is a nice day. Shit,
it's a good day.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Wow.
Best
so everybody came up with some pretty good answers.
We got as a group, like every single person here, like we all have things to be, you know, grateful for, things to be thankful for. It's nice, you know, look back on the good times and